At present, I'll tell you a secret.
That we know.
Okay,
But,
so say that on camera.
But yes, when a film doesn't work, did it hurt you?
You can't be in a deniable mode. Okay, it didn't do because of this. No. It didn't do because of that. No. Somewhere you had gone wrong. If Chennai was my film, Dilwale was also my film.
Absolutely.
So if Suryavanshi Singham was my film a year before when you opened the theatre and you give the biggest hit before Fuller Kate, stunt awards were not given before that. It started from there. If you talk about Akshay or you talk about Ajay or you talk about Sunil Shetty or before that Mr. Bachchan, they used to do real stunts. I've seen them doing it. Ajay and all jumping from 4 floors.
When people asked you that why do you blow cars in your movies, you said that there were times that you've seen at home where you couldn't even think of having a car.
It has become synonymous with me now, all these things, and I'm enjoying it. I won't deny the fact.
Did you see your father also struggle with that recognition? If there's one reality show that my mother loves and enjoys the most and keeps asking me that when is it coming next, it has to be Khatron Ke Khiladi. And I will take this opportunity to say something that I told Rohit sir in Cape Town, that there's a certain quality about you that makes the viewer watch that stunt, which is possibly some of the most difficult stunts, and believe that they can do it. I don't know how, but you make that happen to, I think, everybody in this room, and that's why you're the best host of this show. Welcoming Rohit Shetty in conversation with me only on Bollywood Bubble. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
After Cape Town. But sir, कैसे कर लेते हो? मतलब बहुत सारी चीज़ों से डर लगता है लोगों को, मुझे भी लगता है. But when I see you, it feels like, oh, you know, if I am on that rope and I have a height phobia, but if sir tells me कि ऐसे कर या फिर वैसे कर, जैसे आप कंटेस्टेंट्स को बोलते हो, तो मुझे लगता है कि यार मैं भी कर लूँगा. ये एक ऑडियंस के हिसाब से भी लगता है. How do you manage to do that?
Because that's why they have taken me the host.
Others didn't manage to do that.
No, because with me it goes well because that's my profession. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Like I've been a stuntman. I know the technique of how to pull it off, and I think that is the reason that gives me the confidence. Because if you tell me tomorrow to judge a dance show, मतलब I'll be the most worst judge on a dance show, because मैं as a director आपको गाइड कर सकता हूँ या बता सकता हूँ कि क्या अच्छा लग रहा है या बुरा लग रहा है, बट मैं टेक्निक नहीं बता सकता, मुझे आता नहीं है. I'm a worst dancer. Same goes with if it's a singing show. मैं क्या आपको टेक्निक बताऊँ क्योंकि मैं खुद उसमें ट्रेंड नहीं हूँ. So but where it comes to action, obviously that's been my profession, and I think वो एक ऑडियंस का भी एंड जो हमारे कंटेस्टेंट्स आते हैं उनका भी एक कॉन्फिडेंस होता है कीपिंग द माई पास्ट इन माइंड, बिकॉज दे नो ओके ही इज फ्रॉम द एक्शन डिपार्टमेंट, सो ही कैन पुल इट ऑफ. वी नो द टेक्निक हाउ टू डू इट. You've been on the set, you know.
Oh, it's lovely, and that experience is incredible.
And the prep, how much time it takes, the weather conditions, the team, how to guide them. You've seen it all.
Absolutely.
Real time. So I think वो जो एक सबसे पहले तो मेरा confidence it can be done because we start 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
You know, okay, and on set also कौन कर सकता है कौन नहीं कर सकता है is also one thing. Secondly, most important thing, knowing the technique, how to pull it off, and that is the reason I can guide them, and that is the reason audience thinks, because you can't cheat the audience. Okay, अगर मैं as I said, if I do a dance reality show, they will say कि अरे आता है क्या इसको, but here they know कि हाँ इसको ये काम आता है, if he's saying it's right. So I think that is the reason behind it, knowing that I can do it.
There's a certain sense of confidence that you push in to the contestants also, because I think they need it. We've seen it, and execution of this show is crazy. हम लोग तो, मैं मम्मी को भी आके बोला कि हम लोग सिर्फ देखते हैं end result, but वहाँ पे जो होता है, because of the weather conditions, there are 4 different seasons in an entire day that we get to see. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's suddenly raining, sometimes it's like really thund. I don't know how you guys manage to do it, but you know, when you speak about your stunt background, there was a point of time, like you, Ajay sir, you've had families in the business. Today, do you feel that there's more respect given to stunt men and women who are doing it? At one point of time, I don't think people realized कि उनका काम कितना दिक्कत या मुश्किल से भरा होता है.
It's because of the awareness, gradually, things, audience coming to know how it is done.
Yeah.
Social media, knowing their lives, people talking about technicians more, whether it is here, whether it is down south or anywhere. You know, so earlier it was till I think before Fuller Kate, There were no stunt awards also. Stunt awards were not given before that. It started from there. So, and at the same time, many other departments for that matter. So I think gradually audience is getting aware, public is getting aware of it, kids are getting aware of it. If it is stunt, so it is the action director who must have done it.
Yeah.
If it is song, then this is the musician, or this is the music director, or this is the lyrics writer, this is the dialogue writer, and people know, and there is awareness of technicians and now. So that makes a difference, you know, and I think we are quite fortunate enough because we had great technicians earlier.
True.
But the kind of recognition
Awareness
we have
and
got
recognition was not.
is amazing. Otherwise, we have great technicians then when there were no CGI. Like if you
Exactly.
talk about Akshay, or you talk about Ajay, or you talk about Sunil Shetty, Anna for that matter, or before that Mr. Bachchan, they used to do real stunts. I've seen them doing it.
But you also been a
Yeah,
stunt
but
double for
yeah.
Akshay sir in a
in
film, right?
Suhag
In
and
the
all,
beginning.
yeah. And we have been there, we've been shooting, we have done rehearsals with them where Ajay and all are jumping from 4 floors on a box. You know, so now obviously we have the privilege of CGI, but those were the days, and obviously they didn't get that much of credit or as we say recognition what we get today. So I think we are blessed because of the social media, I would say.
Did you see your father also struggle with that recognition because he was also
For him it was a bit different because he was an actor himself.
yeah
So he was quite popular and one of a kind.
yeah
So I think for him it was a bit easier than rest of them because being an actor and being an iconic character in the
Yeah.
70s, so it became easier for him.
You know, there was an interview that I saw of yours where you said that today, when people asked you that why do you blow cars in your movies, you said that there were times that you've seen at home where you couldn't even think of having a car, and that's why today when you have
No, not really. It's not that I identify a car, so I'm blowing up a car.
no, not that, but the
No,
dream.
see, it's that's how maybe that is the thing people love. What I do, kids, youngsters. It's just that you need to upgrade yourself every time. Sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are not, but we try our level best. And I think it has become synonymous with me now. All these things, and I'm enjoying it. I won't deny the fact when people talk, when people say about your stunt or show or film, the cop universe action. So I enjoyed that, and I feel I'm blessed that people love you so much. Me being a director, getting so much of recognition, and there are so many great directors, great technicians, much far more better than me.
That's true.
But the kind of love I get, I feel I'm blessed.
No, but I think you have that audience pulse, sir. Like मुझे याद है कि हर बार जब मूवी रिलीज होती है और हम बात करते हैं तो आप पहले पूछते हो कि मम्मी को कैसा लगा, बिकॉज आई थिंक देयर इज एन ऑडियंस ऑफ दैट एज दैट लव्स यू. बट कैन आई टेल यू दैट यू हैव अ न्यू फैन इन द हाउस, माय 11-year-old niece. She went ballistic with Suryavanshi. She's watched it 3 times in the theater.
See, that's what with action it happens that way. You know,
I think
like if we come back to the show also, like there are so many kids who are fan of this show. There are so many kids who when they look at me, they are like Khatron Ke Khiladi, Khatron Ke Khiladi. If they don't know my name also, it is because of action is something like for them maybe it's because if you see it's one of a kind, this show.
Absolutely.
This format is not there anywhere else. Like there are numerous dance shows on numerous channels. There are numerous singing shows, reality shows on different channels. So when Khatron Ke Khiladi comes, this is one format which has stayed with colors, and it's one of a kind, this show. And gradually, when I started doing it, it's my 8th season. After 2 or 3 seasons, I realized, or I became aware, I would say, that kids love the show.
Yeah, kids,
You know,
kids do.
Kids really, and it's amazing the kind of fan following this show has. And then, when I'm taking a flight, wherever we are going, whether we are going to Cape Town, South Africa, that is the one thing which, you know, you switch off from the director mode and you come to that host mode, you prep yourself. So that is one thing, is like if people love the show, it's your responsibility. You have to again see to it that you give them something new and pull it off. Don't take it for granted.
But sir, you know, you've always had a track record which has proved that you understand the audience pulse. But when a film doesn't work, maybe with Cirkus, does it change your perspective at all?
No, see, it's like...
Did it hurt you?
It didn't hurt me. See, I'm not that kind of a person who gets hurt. You get disappointed when you work hard on a thing and it doesn't work. But then you analyze and you move forward. You
Yeah.
can't be an escapist. If I've made Suryavanshi, then Cirkus also I have made. If Chennai Express I have made, then Dilwale also I have
Yeah.
made. Even Dilwale didn't do that much, that kind of a business what Chennai Express
Yeah.
has done. But I think that is meant to happen.
Yeah.
The best part is you can't be in a deniable mode. Okay, it didn't do because of this. No. It didn't do because of that. No. Somewhere you had gone wrong. And if you, like a man, if you say this, you analyze this, sit with your team, the team also says that we all went wrong somewhere, let's move forward
Yeah.
and get into the next one and work hard. I think that's life, because ups and downs are part of a life, and you learn from your failure. And we have never been an escapist. And as I said, like if Chennai was my film, Dilwale was also my film.
Absolutely.
So if Suryavanshi Singham was my film a year before, when you open the theatre and you give the biggest hit with 50% capacity, Suryavanshi, then with everything going right, with audience coming to the theatre, you give a film which doesn't do well, that also belongs to me.
That's
and
true.
I will not deny that thing. Okay, yes, we went wrong. And there's nothing wrong in it. When you're making films, you will, like one day, it was a learning experience. 2 months ago, before I was leaving for the shoot, Mr. Anupam Khet came to my office and we were sitting and chatting. We have a family relation kind of a thing. He's like a friend, he's like a guide to me, though we have done just one film together. And he was like, just remember one thing, his father had told me that events fail, people don't fail. Once they are working hard, there will be a lot of events in their life which will be successful, and events will fail. So don't take it that you have failed.
Absolutely.
One of the event of your life has failed.
Absolutely.
So it was a learning experience, and to analyze things and to take the responsibility like a man, I think that is more important.
Finally, you know, before going, I have to tell you that when you talk about moving on to the next one, it's a biggie. Singham, a lot of news. Of course, there is Ajay sir and Deepika Padukone. Like
Now
you
don't
said.
try to get into
I
the.
will
You are a
not-
kid. You are a
I-
small kid. Don't try to get into the cast mode.
No, I will
I
not.
will not.
I will only speak about the
No.
cast that you've announced.
No.
Which is
No, I will not
Ajay
answer that
sir and
also.
Deepika.
No,
when
no,
are you,
no.
Acha, when is it? When are you planning
You
to?
will come to know. At present, I'll tell you a secret. 15 July, Khatron Ke Khiladi is starting.
That we know.
Okay,
But,
so say that on camera.
But yes, of course, I've got your biggest fan of the show with me. 15 July, Khatron Ke Khiladi starts on Colors. And it's possibly gonna be a really, really successful show. It has always been the #1 show on Colors, on like across channels when it starts. So I wish you all the more success.
Thank you so much.
And I'm pretty sure it is gonna be the same. And I hope that we speak at length. And I hope that you stay the same, because you genuinely give a lot of courage and that little push that people maybe need when they really need it. That's
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Rohit Shetty, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.